When I first started, I always say my company was founded on service because
Okay.
I started making graphics in like 2018, oh, no, 2019, 2020-ish. And I was selling them for $25 a piece. I didn't really know.
Teach
But your
them.
brand is your business's identity.
Right.
So, for example, if we, the best example I could say of this is describe Walmart as a person. How would you describe Walmart as a person? So I was like, I'm nothing without school.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I went through a whole identity crisis. I'm like, yo, I'm not in school. What am I doing with myself?
What it is, YouTube? It's your boy DNG.
Mr. The Rapper, you already know.
We're the Challenge Circle family, and we're back with another video here on Let's Talk About It. Bro, what's happening today, bro?
Today we got Steph in the crib.
Yes, we got a special guest, Miss Stephanie herself, Lafortunebranding.
Hey.
Did I get it? I got it right. And we're glad to have her on the channel today. And we're here, to like discuss what she does, what she's about, and hopefully get some free game from her on the channel today.
Hey.
This was a setup.
Yes, a setup indeed. How you doing, Steph?
I'm doing so well. So happy to be here.
Yes, glad to have you.
Thank you.
What's going on with you? What's popping right now?
Oh, what's popping right now? Okay, so just in my business and life.
Business, life, but we're here to, get more information about exactly what you do, your profession and all that. So we want to get, right into it. First and foremost, like I just basically threw out your company, your agency out there. Tell us about that. Like what is it that you do with that?
Yes, my pride and joy. Okay, everyone. So, hi, my name is Stephanie. I am the founder and CEO of Lafortunebranding, which is a creative direction and brand strategy company. So, do you want a little backstory? On
Let's
how
get
this
it.
started?
Come on,
Let's
we need it
go.
all.
We
Let's go.
ready.
So, I'll try not to make it long-winded. So, when I first started, I always say my company was founded on service because
Okay.
I started making graphics in like 2018, oh, no, 2019, 2020-ish. And I was selling them for $25 a piece. I didn't really know.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
But my first client ever, who's still my client to this day, was buying so many. So she was racking up a bill.
Right.
Hey.
So my company was founded watching her podcast because I said, what if I just give you a package of a bunch of graphics for you to post on social media?
Okay.
I didn't know that was called social media management.
Right.
So then I became a social media manager.
Okay.
I did not do any marketing for 6 months, and I was full, booked out, client after client after client
Man,
after client
wow.
after client, and I was so grateful. Ultimately, I realized I can't help people on social media if I'm not helping them with their branding.
Right.
Like, people always want to get online and jump straight to
Yeah.
marketing, but people forget that branding is what makes your marketing, not the other way around.
That's facts.
So I was like, scrap the social media management. I hated it anyway. I hated people's expectations.
Of course.
People think a social media manager is going to make you rich. And it's like,
Right.
if your brand identity is not intact, I don't got it for you.
Yeah.
So I went into brand strategy and pretty much giving people steps for their brand, like how we're going to look, who's your messaging, who's your target audience, all things like that.
Right.
So the desire to still make things look pretty was in me. I
Right.
still like making things look good, which is my agency slogan, helping brands be good and look good.
Okay.
So I started, officially doing creative direction. So planning video shoots and photo shoots for brands. That is
Okay.
my favorite. So now at the agency, I have 3 services: creative direction, which is called Mind Your Look, where I plan out your photo shoot, video shoot, styling, location, everything. And then I have brand design, which is called Build My Mark, where you don't only get the logo, because I don't only do one-off logo.
No, you good. You straight.
Because I don't only do one-off logos, but you get the alternate logo, sub logo, the main logo, and then
Okay.
messaging, typography, fonts, like all of that.
Wow.
The good stuff for you to be good.
Yes.
And then the last service I have, which I've had since 2020, is the brand strategy, but I changed it over to content strategy.
Okay.
So within that, we work on your brand strategy so that we can know what kind of content you put out, whether it be written, whether it be photo, whether it be video. So yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
that's
a
a
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even knew like there was so much into like, like the whole branding thing. See, that's why I gotta hire you personally for my business to help out with that.
Hey.
So was this something that you went to school for?
No, I did not go to school for this.
Wow.
So I get that question all the time. All the time. People are like, oh my gosh, how do you know what you know? And I'm like, I studied.
Wow.
I really did. So what I studied doesn't even matter. But I'm gonna say it.
Say it anyway. You went to school.
Right, I got that degree.
Yeah.
From a private institution.
Yeah.
You might not use it.
I got it right. Not a lick. But I got the degree in a dual degree in international relations and political science.
Okay.
And I had a Spanish minor. So I had my whole life set up. I knew what I wanted to go into. I was set. And then I couldn't afford to go to grad school when the time came. And that shattered me because I'm first gen American and you already know school is everything. So I was like, I'm nothing without school.
Yeah. Right.
I went through a whole identity crisis. I'm like, yo, I'm not in school. What am I doing with myself? But that's where I have to say, like, God is faithful. And like, God had to personally show me a lesson of you could plan all you want.
Right. But
What? Me with planning? You can't tell me. And everything I plan come to pass.
right.
True.
So God really had to give me a lesson. And I'm so grateful that entrepreneurship came up out of it. Like, I'm so grateful. Like, to sit back and think, yo, people buying something I just made up in my head and decided to sell.
Yeah.
Of course.
And they're paying. So I'm
Right.
like, okay.
Yeah.
So no, I did not go to school for this, but I did invest in mentors and coaches and programs, some good investments, some investments that I wish I could get back. But everything to move the needle forward.
Okay.
Would you say you don't need to go to school to be successful?
Success is subjective, but I guess generally I would say I don't think you do need the general construct of school. However, you do need education.
Right.
Of
So
course,
like I
of
said, I
course.
didn't go to school for this, but I took time to learn.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
not playing. Like, cause I was like, if I'm doing this, no one's going to be able to say like, you don't know this. Yes, I do. I
Right.
studied. Yes, I
Right.
do.
Right.
Oh,
Certified.
And that just brings me to the point where, like, you know, we're in a time right now, a modern time right now, where you could like get so much information off of YouTube.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
man.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So exactly what you're doing right now, like I'll say like YouTube is a university or is a
Yeah.
school
Oh, it
itself,
is.
it's
It
a
is.
college.
Actually.
YouTube University.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what we were saying now, right? That's what,
No, that's true because you can learn anything from
yes,
YouTube.
you know how to do it? YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Like so,
yeah.
so like, would you say like YouTube played a part in you getting like some of the education that you got for this?
Okay, so while I am definitely a graduate, I have a PhD in YouTube University.
Yeah.
I will say there comes a point where you have to pay
Right,
to know
to
what
get-
you know.
Of
Yeah.
course, of course.
Like I get it. We can all be self-taught, but there comes like different levels. So when I first started, I was looking at YouTube tutorials. I had to learn how to use
Facts,
Canva,
facts.
but there were different levels that I wanted to reach in my business, and with each level is a different investment.
Right.
And that investment just keeps growing
Yeah.
and growing, but so does the return.
Right.
So, but I would say yes, YouTube. That is my friend. I love her.
Right. Okay. So the question that I have is like you just said that with each investment, like you grew more and more. So like at the stage where you're at right now in your business, do you think that are you still investing in education? Are you still getting like more knowledge from, you know, gurus or people that know much more? Are you still doing that?
So that's so funny because I just said to someone this last investment that I just made in my business that I'm on a payment plan for. That's the last investment I'm making for like the next 6 months.
Okay.
For the next 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Because there is this thing called information overload. And then ultimately you'll figure out, which like everything in life, you'll figure out that it's your mindset.
Right.
That's true.
So it's like you could pay to learn, and you still don't believe in yourself. And that's why you're still not selling your brand.
Right.
So the question.
The
Where'd it
question.
go? Where'd it go? My bad.
No. So I was just asking, like,
over talking.
no. You straight. No, but my question, I mean, basically, it was like, you know, like you could never grow like to, you know, like to a certain height and be like, I don't need to invest more.
Oh yeah, no.
Right?
No.
Yeah. So
So even though like I said this was the last investment that I'm making.
for this year, though, you said.
For this
For
year,
6 months,
for like
you
the
said.
next 6 months
Yeah,
to
yeah,
a year. That doesn't mean I won't continue learning from other people,
Right.
getting a little course here. This is the last big investment I'm doing.
Right.
yeah.
But no, you're always learning. So like I said, each level. So when I knew I wanted to level up in my business and like what I was doing wasn't working anymore, I was like, bet investing. Like there's a principle with investing. There's something behind that.
Right. Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean the Bible. I mean, I'm not about to preach, but
Hey,
the Bible.
preach it, preacher.
I ain't trying to get preachy.
Yeah, you have to like cast your seed, like whatever you have in hand, you have
True,
to
let
plant
it
it,
grow.
and then that way let it grow and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You got any question for her, bro?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't. I think they don't know what branding is.
Mm-hmm.
So explain what is branding
Yes. So
itself.
branding is this overarching word that everyone uses. Like, I'm building a brand. I'm building
course.
a brand.
Right.
If you just sell T-shirts, you don't have a brand technically.
You just
like,
sell 'em.
You just
Tell
happen
them.
to sell
Tell
T-shirts,
them.
and that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
why you're here to teach them. Teach
Make
them.
your money.
Teach
But your
them.
brand is your business's identity.
Right.
So, for example, if we, the best example I could say of this is describe Walmart as a person. How would you describe Walmart as a person versus how you would describe Target as a person?
Right.
How would you describe them when compared next to each other?
I mean, one of them you could wear flip flop. One of them I feel like you need your Gucci.
You see?
Seriously,
that's true,
like
though.
Walmart, you will see all these ratchet, and you go. No, I'm just speaking. I'm sorry,
Whoa,
Walmart. You know what I mean?
ratchet.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But Target, you will see people dress nice but the price is different.
Yeah.
And people are willing to pay the bigger price. And it's the same thing you get at Walmart. But no.
Yeah.
Not
that's
me.
true.
But when you work on Target, it's different.
Exactly.
You feel different.
So it's the personality of your brand. It's
Right.
of your business. It's
Yep,
what your
yep.
business is enclosed in. So for example, you could sell T-shirts. I could sell T-shirts. You could sell T-shirts.
Right.
But branding says you're selling T-shirts that speak to, let's say, men with dreadlocks who are dark
Right.
skinned who have podcasts.
Right.
That's your brand.
Right.
And I could be talking to plus size girls who know they're all that, and yours could be also for men who have dreadlocks who have podcasts.
Yeah.
So they're all different, and we all get different. People get different things from different brands. So it really is just I say it's the phone case, is the case.
Okay.
And when you're building a brand, it's like you're building a clubhouse.
Okay.
Because it's like, okay, you're coming. So when you have a brand, my clubhouse says these type of people come into this clubhouse. Like certain people will shop with you.
Right.
And same thing for you. So it's different clubs and they're all clubhouses, but they're just different.
Right. Wow. I never even saw it like that. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your business's identity.
Wow. Okay. So, you said you offer like a couple of things, with like your company and stuff like that. You set up, video shoots, creative direction.
Hey.
So like, if I were to come to you and be like, all right, so I'm working on the album, I would like to take like photos from my album. I would like to do, so like, I will basically like give you the vision of what I have, and you'll work.
Yes. Okay. Let me tell you about
Hey,
the service.
she
Let me
hot.
tell you.
Okay.
Tell
Let's
us.
go.
This is my
Tell it.
favorite service. This is my literally signature service, creme de la creme service. And I'm so grateful. People have come out from other states to come work with me.
Wow.
Hey,
And I
that's
just
awesome.
included a travel fee now. So if you want to fly me out, I'm open.
Let's get it.
I actually
out.
have an inquiry for August to go to Cali.
Oh,
First
let's get it.
class.
Let's get
Make
it.
sure
And
it's
then
first
someone's
class.
coming in February to do a fashion shoot. So I'm so excited for those
Yeah.
things.
You growing.
But
That's
so
great.
let's say you say, yo, I have an album release. This is how I want it to feel. Perfect. The creative director in me says, let's figure out what's the angle. Like,
Hey.
what do we want it to look like? So some people come to me and be like, I want it to look like a Gap commercial. I'd be like, bet. This is
Okay.
what we're going to need.
Right.
So in that service, I find the locations that we're shooting.
Okay.
I have the photographers. Well, I find the photographers that'll be best for your style.
Right.
Because that's what a creative director does. Literally manage the whole creative process.
wow.
Right.
If we need models, we manage models. Which has been a lot, but
Oh,
so
yeah,
fun.
that's
If
right,
we need
yeah.
makeup artists, we do makeup artists.
Right.
Styling, we go through your styling and say, okay, bet we're not gonna wear flannel because it doesn't work. We're gonna do this. What do you think about this? And then we pretty much just bring the vision to life. So now you have these photos that are clear and reflect your brand accurately
Wow.
and reflect who you are accurately.
Right.
I always say, like, if you're creating visual content for your brand, it speaks for your brand because people will see your content before they see you.
Right.
So, like, before they meet Stephanie, the business owner, like, you probably saw a video, you probably saw a picture.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's
So,
true.
and it has to eat.
Right.
That's true.
It
That's
has
true.
to eat. So that's why Lafortunebranding, we help brands be good and look good. Emphasis on the look good because
good.
looks matter over here.
Ah,
I'm not
yeah.
shallow. I'm not shallow. I always say don't judge a book by its cover, but in branding, that is not the truth. It does not work.
Right.
Because
that
if
is
looks
true.
didn't matter
That's
in
true.
branding, we wouldn't have all these different color brands and
Exactly.
etc.
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
So
true.
what is the goal? Do you want to go big? Because some companies, right, they don't want to go that big because they, you know what I mean? Do you want it something? Is it something that you want that's gonna blow up big, or you just wanted something local,
Is it
or is
like-
it
yeah.
something You went to everywhere, every state. What's the
vision?
So,
vision here?
I can't even say that I want to be local because I'm already not.
Hey.
I worked with people in other places.
Yes.
I even worked with someone from the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yo.
So, no, I can't be local. That's not my portion. If that's your portion, it's okay. Make your money.
Hey,
Make your money.
do it.
But what do I see? I ultimately want to creative direct video shoots and photo shoots for like huge companies. So like I
Right.
want Target to call me and be like,
Hey.
all right, we're doing a campaign for this. So like I do shoot campaigns, shoot for rebrands, I shoot for launches.
Right.
Okay.
So I want them to be like, okay, this is the vision. Skims is dropping a new collection. They need a creative director. Bet. So I want to be on set planning that. And
Right.
even like with videography too, I have this new amazing videographer. He is so talented.
Okay.
But like even with videography, I like directing the shot. Like I always said, like for photography and videography, I'm not a photographer, I'm not a videographer, but I could get the shot. That's
Right.
one
You
thing
got the
about me.
vision. You
I
got the
can't
vision. Yeah,
edit
yeah.
it the
But
way
you-
I see it.
Yeah.
But I will get the shot.
Right.
So I know exactly how I want the camera to pan, like how things should look. So that's what I want to do. I want to be known as like the girl you call like, oh no, we need this for this brand.
Right.
I'm moving more so into editorial style, so I don't know why I said Target. So Target, I mean, you could probably call me now.
Damn, Target, you too
Hey,
small for
shut
her.
up
I
now.
mean,
Shut up now.
No, but I really do like a more editorial like type of slay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
she going for Louis Gucci.
Yeah.
Every type. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear it
Little
first.
slay.
Yeah, she was here first.
Louis
She was
Gucci, what's
she was
up?
on our podcast. This the first podcast you ever did?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, she was on here too, though. She was here. All right.
She's everywhere, man. She's everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I love. Like,
Yeah,
I have a
but-
few like mini projects that I'm setting up. Just because you should always be practicing.
Right.
But
Okay.
it can't be like the full production I normally put on because there's too many people to pay.
Yeah.
Of course. But you got
But
the
I
money.
definitely
You got
do
the
wanna
money.
So all right. So the question that I have, like, when it comes to like everything, like, are you like a one man team right now, or do you have like people under you, or are you recruiting people under you at this moment?
So I am no longer a one woman show, and I'm so grateful for that.
Okay.
That's something I really struggled with because like you're new in entrepreneurship, you're first gen American, no one's showing you the ropes, you don't know anything.
Of course.
So you're like, I gotta do it all myself. I don't trust nobody. But then my pastor said one time, he's like, you can't grow if you're like, I gotta do it myself. I can't trust no one. I can't.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's
All
true.
these other companies didn't. Like they grew by having other people do
Yep,
something,
yep.
take something, mess up,
Yeah.
you're fired. Next, like
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So that is something that was really, really, really hard for me. So the first people I ever hired was in 2021, and it was Chelsea
Oh.
and
Hey,
another
Chels.
girl who. So
Oh, wow.
I just posted something. I was like, looking for
Yeah, I think I saw that.
interns. That was
Yeah.
like about 2 years ago now. At this point, 2021, looking for interns, and then so many people applied.
Wow.
And I was like, y'all
Because
want to be my intern?
They've been
Yeah.
watching. They've been watching.
Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh. So I was only gonna hire one, and then our mutual friend Chelsea applied, and then another girl from Virginia applied. So I was like, okay, let's try this out. Ever since then, I have contracted videographers. I have contracted photographers.
Okay.
I'm currently looking for a junior creative director to be under me and help me plan out these shoots because they're coming in.
All right.
Hey, of
let's
course.
do
I
it.
have a photo editor. I have a designer in my agency. He is top tier, my head
Yeah.
designer.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it is. I'm really, really grateful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really grateful.
Look like next year you about to need more people.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
That's awesome though. Like the fact that you started like small and you're expanding like the way you are. That's really good. So for anybody out there that's, watching like you coming up like with the company and with the idea that you have and stuff like that, what are some advice you would give them along the way right now if they're in the same field or
Or
they're
even if they
struggling?
want to just do
Yeah,
business. I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
what's that? I mean,
Okay, I'll start with the creatives first because I have a soft spot for creatives because I am one myself and we're all creatives here.
Yeah.
facts.
For creatives, you look at your work differently than everyone else does. I look at my work and I'm like, this does not eat. And other people look at my work and be like, oh my gosh, you really slayed this.
Yeah.
So remember that when you're critiquing your work and when you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to post this because it's perfect.
Right.
Or I'm not going to put this out because it's not good. And I'm being a hypocrite right now. So that was God's like, you saying this? But thank you.
Yeah.
So for the creatives, you already know, like, get some other creative people around you, like, to look at your work. But that also goes for business. Just for business, when I first started, I was adamant on finding business besties. That's what I call them. And it was just, I would meet somebody in the same industry, shoot them a DM, we're cool. 2020, to this day, I have a friend in Cali. We're business besties. And
That's good.
we have saved each other a lot of money because
Of course.
we're good at different things. All right, this strategy, this works, this doesn't work, this doesn't work. And that's because community really matters. Like,
Oh, yeah.
As much as we want to, like, I'll do it myself. No, I got it from the mud. Like, no
No.
one's really, like,
Yeah.
no one's self-made.
Yeah.
So it's really important to have a community.
Yeah,
So that's what I'd say. Get a community.
Hey, tell them.
My dad always says something. He's like, "No man is an island."
Yeah.
Meaning, like, you can't do it by yourself.
Nah,
Like,
that's
you gotta
facts.
connect with people.
That's
So
facts.
yeah, it's good. You know, when you do connect with people. Ooh, you talking about Cali? Okay, you got people out there.
Hey, that's what you gotta
Let's
do,
get
man.
it.
See, you should just talk or something, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta
we
reach
definitely
out
gotta
to-
talk
yeah.
though after
Reach
this.
out.
Yeah,
And
we got.
I
Yeah.
would be so bad with keeping up with people. But thank God I met a few women who are like, girl, I suck at texting too. I'm like, okay, good, bestie. But I've literally met so many different women who we do the same things. Like, I just met this woman today on Instagram, and I commented on her story. She's a creative director as well. She's like, oh, are you in Philly? I was like, yeah, I am in Philly. And she was like, oh, well, I'm moving to North Carolina. I have mad clients who are definitely going to need you when I move out. I was
That's
like,
what I'm
Get it.
talking
Yeah.
She's
about.
like, and I like your work bet. I said, oh,
Let's go.
period. So you never know.
You never
where
know.
Exactly who you
connection
meet.
will-
Yeah, that's
And then
true.
my other business bestie in Cali like referred me to like a creative magazine who just did an interview with me.
course.
So it's like
Wow.
connect.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not about who you know. It's not about,
About
what you know. It's about who you know.
Yeah.
But I go further to say it's about who knows you. So put out whatever
Hey.
you
That's
know.
true. That's
Yeah.
Hey,
I-
bars.
Well, let me just come over to me real quick. I think that's true because I could relate to that. Because like,
Look at you going in.
as y'all know,
Let me get my tips while she here. While she here, let me get my
Free
consult.
tip, you know what I mean?
you gotta get it.
Consult.
Yes.
Crying.
so as you know, I do music.
Period.
Hey.
All right. So, you know, like sometimes when you talking about like being like so critical of your own work and stuff like that, like you want it to be a perfect and stuff like that. That's like a thing that I struggle with. I would spend like a whole 3 weeks to record one song and one verse because it sounded a certain way in my head and stuff like that. But what I realized is like, okay, you could be perfect, but then go ahead and put it out and let other people, you know, give their opinion. And stuff
Exactly.
like
I was
that.
just about to say for musicians, dang, here I go.
Go ahead, let's go.
Bars.
No, but for musicians, you guys are really in a good place because Saweetie song Icy Wifey, that song that like popped off like in summer, I don't know how many years ago.
Yeah.
She literally just put out a little taste of like, oh, y'all like it? The feedback was ridiculous.
yeah.
And then she became Saweetie.
Right,
She was
right.
just a girl who happened to make a rap.
Right.
So it's like, even if you have something, you're like, oh, it's not done. If that makes you feel better, because sometimes I do that.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
oh, it's
no.
not finished. So then you don't critique it too hard.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's my finished work.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's not done. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
I
you
rock
guys are
with
in a
it.
really good position, musicians,
Yeah.
especially with the way social media is changing music right now.
Yeah. It's a
But
lot.
yeah, don't be too critical. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
It is. It
But-
is. Man.
Gotta get it.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
you
got
gotta
the
get
team.
it.
You got Stephanie in your team. You good. Yeah, I mean, sign that contract
gonna
after
ask
this.
for
Sign that
I'm gonna
contract.
ask for the Healing Center discount.
Ain't paid
No, ain't no discount. She said. She know Challenge Circle make money. She said.
Yo.
Don't worry, we on the way.
Right, yo, monetized? Oh.
We about
Yeah,
to
she
be
said-
we getting there,
crying.
but oh my gosh, like yo, we had so much fun with you
Facts.
here with us, rocking out with us, giving us so much game on the channel. Is there any last words you want to go out and leave with the people
Yep.
before we get up out of here?
Ooh, last words. There is nothing that you can't do. Like, even if it looks like it's been done before, that did not stop Rihanna from creating Fenty. That
Right.
did not stop her from creating Fenty skin. iPhone being the bomb does not stop Google from dropping
Phones,
phones every
exactly.
doggone
Hey.
year.
Hey.
Okay, Google. Let me
Yeah.
stop. I love Google.
It was him first though.
Wait,
It was
wait,
him. Don't come
I
at
love
Google.
I love Google
Don't come-
Drive, Google Calendar.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
saved
Don't come
my
at
life.
Google like that.
I
come
don't
at-
know I have a meeting, but my Google Calendar does.
Yes.
So, but I'm saying it doesn't So never think that the space is too
It's too
saturated.
right.
I hate
Yeah.
that word, but it's not too saturated.
Right.
Like, one, believe in yourself. Two, you have God. Like, all my people who
Facts.
believe in God, I'm like, yo, it's one thing to just be a regular entrepreneur, but I'm an entrepreneur with God who has
Right.
the keys.
Hey.
Come on, I'm moving funny. So always know, like, there's nothing you can't do, and there is room for you. And if there isn't room, you gonna make room.
There's always room.
Wow. Powerful.
Bars.
Bro, anything you want to say to her before we get up out of here, bro?
Nah, man, she taught me a lot though. We gotta talk right after this.
Yeah, we do. We got to get
Yeah, I
all
mean,
the
Yeah,
gems
consult
We
in.
behind
definitely
the
we gotta
scene.
talk behind the scene.
Yeah, but
Nah, I mean, but book her, look her up.
yeah,
I mean,
look her up.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
her IG
Go ahead.
will be at the bottom of the screen. It will be in the description section.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and put her business IG and her personal as well. Make sure you guys follow Steph on the gram, check her out, and connect with her as well, man. We're glad to have her here
Yep,
on
y'all
the
need
channel.
her. Trust me.
Yes, thank you guys so much, and
Thanks.
we are out
Out.
of here.
Okay, bye.
Deuces.